The reason I cheated is because I couldn't let go of this person until I had someone new. I hear that so many fucking times from clients who have cheated on someone. I couldn't let go of this person until I found somebody new. I was just keeping this person in my back pocket until I found somebody I could move on to. And I flat out tell them, you do realize that that's a clear indicator of your insecurities, right? You're terrified of being alone. You need a sense of security. So you took advantage of one person, hurt them in a profound way, breached the trust of the relationship. A, because you couldn't be alone. B, because you needed someone to be with you and hold your hand while you moved on from them. And C, you couldn't just look them in the fucking face and do the honorable fucking thing. You didn't have the courage. And they, I eventually get them to the point where they have to admit it, because that's what it is, right? This isn't the only cause of cheating, but this is a whopper. You gotta hold on to this one until I find someone fucking new. And what's fascinating is when they get caught, they'll claim, oh no, we need to make the relationship work. Really, make the relationship work. And oh, I love you so much. Really? So the very relationship you would just breach the trust of and you were trying to get out of, and this person you were so willing to say, fuck you, I don't care about your feelings to, you now want. That's an even greater indicator of how terrified they are of being alone and not having the sense of security and you holding their hand that you provide to them. And very often, one of the single biggest questions I get from people is, Sven, my partner cheated on me, should I take him back? And my response is always, no fucking way. I mean, do what you want, but you'd have to be fucking nuts to do it, or at least nuts to do it soon. You wanna know why? Because until there is a visible change in their behavior, until there is visible cause to trust them, you don't have anything except their fucking promises. And the truth is that insecurity, that fear of being alone, that longing for security requires going back into childhood shit, because that's always where it comes from. And you got to go into it and identify it first, and then you have to exhibit new behaviors growing out of that new belief system. And that's going to take a year, 2 years, and you're going to be distrusting them anyway, so you might as well keep them at arm's length, force them to be alone and face their shit and watch how they respond. But you don't want to do it, do you? You don't want to do it, because very often the fears that afflict the cheater are the same ones afflicting the cheatee. And I'm not trying to excuse anybody's behavior, I'm just trying to help you identify what's going on inside of you. You're just as terrified of being alone, aren't you? You're just as terrified of not having your sense of security, so you'll allow someone to punch you in the fucking face, basically, take advantage of you, breach your trust. And I'm saying, don't go back into that fucking relationship until you have a visible cause to trust, because they've given you ample visible cause to distrust. So now there has to be a counterweight to that over time, right? But so very often the fear driving the cheatee is the one driving the cheater, that fear of being alone, fear of not having that sense of security. And here's the bottom line: until you can be alone, you can't be responsibly mature to your own self in a relationship or to the other person. You wanna know why? Because if you're terrified of being alone, terrified of not having security, you'll either control the other person and use fear to keep them under your thumb so they'll never leave, or you'll give up everything, hoping to buy them. Don't ever leave, I'll give you everything, I'll give you everything. So which is it for you? Have a kick-ass day.